Hi, Tauruses, welcome. Join me. It's all over the internet right now that's the energy because that is the energy we're dealing with in our universe, right? But this is what we're going up against. This is the energy. This is what we're confused about. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and that Seven of Wands. This is who we're going up against. You are looking at, it's not random. This is kind of freaking me out. Something about, it's like a deficit dynamic. It's where a relationship leaves people feeling drained, bankrupt, and defensive. You know, this is what this is doing to you, or what these people are doing to you. Somebody who is like they're wrapped up in their own loss, in their own energy. Interesting. All right. Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's strong spiritual messages coming through. It's 5. It's the month of May. I feel like this is definitely in the air. You know how in the spring they call it spring fever, and it's in the air. Well, it's one of those things where it's in the air. And everybody here, you, them, having a lot more of the similar feelings than we realize. We have a lot more in common than we realize. I'm hearing on this Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Let's see. It's like you're really going to need to focus on that's in that air for you. It's confusing. And let's see. Someone who, in your life, a situation, person, place, or thing is, I think it's, you need this. It's your reality. Even though it's dragging your energy down. The confusion here, it's like overthinking. We dreaded it. We did. It's just so hard. But the fog is clearing. Yes, this is definitely validating that silver lining is coming. So you're going to want to watch the entire reading again. Don't click off too soon because spirit is coming through so strong. My spirit to your spirit, saying you can't hide in the confusion anymore. And I think you know that. But again, you're in the thick of it. We're hearing it's time. Astrologically, that's fine. It is. It's going to be time to choose. Real time, you've made this choice. It's cute. Or that's why you need it. So it's a consumption. I'm hearing we're consumed. They're consumed by what they just are incompetent. They lack something that's creating your confusion. Okay, let's just put it on the table. They don't know how to ask for help. Because if you are asking for help, obviously you know how. This is your validation. They don't know how to, they don't know how to ask for help. So we're looking into mid-late Leo season in that energy. I think this person's vibe is going to be completely burnt out. Like, that's just who they are. But we're going to see that first impression here in a minute. It's like they fight. But somehow somebody dropped the ball. And, like, they cannot match your fucking energy. You know what I mean? It could be a little mix of both of the energies inside of you. It's like on one side, you had to drop the ball. On the other side, you've got this energy that the other side of yourself just can't fucking match. So it's like there is this interesting math equation. You're getting a negative and one person feels emotionally bankrupt, or on one side of you, you feel bankrupt. And the other person completely loses their drive to do anything in any connections with the 7 in reverse. So it's a combo of shame kind of meets exhaustion, right? So if this has anything to do with anything with you, or of like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I think if it comes to your birth chart, you might want to check that 5th house. Whatever you have there is it's gonna point, yeah. 10 of Wands. All right. Working hard burden. Yeah, let's see how this is gonna resonate. I would say these people in your lineup are just 2 distinct individuals, or 2 opposing sides of yourself, for sure. And that change. Look at that, death in reverse. Wow. Caught in some silent, exhausting standoff, but nobody's fighting publicly. You didn't even know you 2 are fighting. But if you do, we're not doing it in public. And again, this is this inner mess, this inner confusion. We're going to see some really good stuff coming in. I am happy for you guys, because I know my next readings over the next few weeks are going to be really good. You have a silver lining coming. This is the win and wear. The 10 is the win. The death card in reverse is the wear. So that's a lot of fire. And that's a lot of change. That's a lot of pushing through. You know, how many months? I mean, because it's like the majority of a year. October is the 10th month. There's a lot of Scorpio. So it has something to do with that. Just when and where. And Scorpio, maybe Scorpio season. After the toxicity changes, you could be doing anything. It's because it has to do with removing the toxins, but I'd be very curious to know what it is. What are you clearing out? Who is removing out the toxins? Like, who's creating that messiness? So our first impression is the 5 of Cups. So it's going to be somebody who crying over spilt milk. That's the vibe. This is your first impression. Very tunnel vision. All these people, right? Wow. This is your August connection. Is going to be that 7 of Wands in reverse back there. But this is the link to that person, to this mess. It's called, like, the mess we realize by, yeah, so that's why you're in the thick of it. You made the choice. They be the type of person, though, that's like, they stuck in their aftermath. They stuck. And you're cleaning stuff up, but you're going to be going up against that energy in that time and place. So what do we have in common? Yeah, it doesn't even have to be Leo season to have that. As we time travel through the day, each day, your sign's going to go through. Your planet's going to go through there, I should say, but Venus. But the adrenaline will be gone. What will we be grieving the loss of? I don't know. That's very personal for you. But they are constantly grieving. And this is something that we have in common, is judgment in reverse. So the point is that we don't want to bring this out to the public. Somebody is really sorry, but there's something about an element of privacy that's very important to both of you. Keeping this private. It's, you know what, you are actively yourself mourning a specific moment where things went wrong in a relationship, or a health issue, or a stability apartment, and all of the above. So they a sorry sucker. Okay, so we get that. And so there's different elements of why, you're having, so this happened, but that's your first impression. So what do you guys have in common? A lot of that, it's this wake-up call. I feel like it's still, you just say that nobody's listening to me. They're not listening to me. Yeah, they aren't. They refuse. So that's what you guys have in common, is this. They're not like you at all, clearly, in that aspect. It's like, why don't I understand? Because both sides know deep down that the old way of operating is completely dead. And that's so important in this reading, because in your interpersonal relationships, even if it's somebody who's going to keep trying to do stupid shit, they know that the old ways of doing it aren't working. So hopefully it'll turn out better than that. But medically, they know the old ways aren't working. You know that, they know that. But they feel entitled to feel like they should have what they have. Right. And then it's like you have to accept the doctor's diagnoses, or you have to accept that somebody wants a divorce, or you have to accept, that like this isn't working and I got to move on. But they play in deaf. This is like when the universe is blasting trumpets and they just, are like a little kid. They put their hands over their ears and they're like, la, 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 la. Yeah, because it's not what they want to hear, But you're like, I'm worried about what's going to come next. What comes after the final decision is made. What comes after this next few days. And the preparation was so tough. It doesn't matter your age, whatever this is that you're going through. It's the fear of the unknown. It's what does come next. Nobody's granting forgiveness here. This energy is wild. Look at that. Somebody trying to receive something, but yet, yeah, it's like working with these, they robots, they like a brick wall, and just trying to let something run its course. It's a battle of wills. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They're just as stubborn as you are. Everybody's waiting for the other person to break first. This can happen in friendships. This can happen in frenemies, trauma bonds. There's a lot of frenemies. Y'all just have this natural refusal to face the music kind of thing. But I think the advice in that Six of Pentacles is going to be getting your power back. We got to balance. The deficit stops here. Yeah, to bring that silver lining for you. By looking at the timing on this, potential outlooks, Four of Embers, which is normally Four of Wands. Yeah, we got a 22 hours adding up to 2. Yeah, the 22nd. Key dates to look for. I feel, I'm going to go with the 21st. 21st, when the moon enters Libra. It's going to be, because it's a sign of scales, Tuesday, July 21st. You can use that time. Yeah, it's that ultimate Six of Pentacles day. Four of Wands, when Taurus is asked to give more. Give more than you have. That's the day you're going to need to say no. Yeah. Get ready for this. On Thursday, July 23rd, somebody had going to have like this mental shift, brain fog lift, that confusion. Just say no. Thursday is the day the truth becomes too loud to ignore. I do. I love it. I can hear it. I'm feeling it. What is that outlook? What is that outlook? That Four of Embers. Is somebody wearing a red shirt? Okay, so it's in the summer, in reverse, on a Thursday, on a Tuesday. I mean, this could be a campfire, but that's like, it's a wishing well, right? It's no happy homecoming, unfortunately. It's harmony, it's disharmony. It was just all, yeah, you know, it's like you're still in the thick of it. So it's like while you're fixing yourself, you still got to deal with their, yeah, like, it's not the type of people that's going to put balloons up and get you a card and be so happy for you. They got their own problems. But like, who don't? It's hard when you're in the thick of it. It's going to be that way. And it's exposing the judgment. You know what? And they're ignoring it. Yeah, so peace cannot be faked. No, Taurus cannot be fake. Right? And these fake appearances, isn't it funny how you are the one who notices people that are faking their fucking peace? Let them dig their own hole. You are going to be uprooting yourself up out of your hole for growth to find true alignment. If you want that, Spirit is saying you must walk away from this unstable foundation to find a completely new place, to find your roots, your new roots. But in the confusion, that's what you're going to be doing. Like, you'll be like, well, how the fuck can this change? How can this get better? When can this be different? So, I don't want to get too philosophical, but the real alignment here is that this is the physical anxiety that you have seen that here. So, it's exhausting. No, thank you. Every little thing that you have right now is in leaving and not knowing what's coming. It's absolute dread. And that feeling is naturally completely draining you. So, but we're getting cleaned out, which may be the hard part. You are having that happen in your physical body, in your physical world, to where when you say no, like on Tuesday, your body is literally empty in a good way. Resting, recovering. Yeah, it's real. You just can't be fake. This is shit you can't fake. And You are physically resetting. So I'd love to know down in the comment box who this is happening to. What is it you're doing? You're flushing out the old, unstable waste that was stuck in your gut or just in the foundation. Monday, the clean out. Tuesday, the reset. By Wednesday, the 22nd, the procedure is over. You know, it's gone. And your body is physically renewed. Literally cleaned out the inner mess. So, or your mind. And this decision that we need to make, where you're ready to face the truth, even if it hurts. If it's a relationship, I think that Tuesday now is the procedure's done, the air is clear, you are emotionally raw, okay, but you hold your boundary. You say no to going back to the old toxic patterns, no to overgiving, no to sweeping things under the rug, right? And if that's the day you stop pretending that everything is fine, you face the stressful truth about your financial workload. You might have a brutal meeting, something around your work or your money. Form a logical complaint or a legal complaint, or you sign it on the dotted line. Really, if it's your professional world, on Wednesday the 22nd, like a reset within that career, the heavy anxiety will lift because you cleared out the toxic waste and shit on Monday. Okay. Have like ailments that you'll live with for the rest of your life. Single, not looking for love, or all kinds of things. Not working. You're going to say no to people demanding your limited energy. You're going to say no to the flawed systems, no to the guilt of being able to rest. Yes, you will be able to do it. Absolutely. Collapse and focus entirely on your immediate well-being. Taurus cannot fake this. You will not be fake. The paperwork is submitted. The phone calls are done. And the anxiety should lift by Wednesday. We're going to get a moment of true mental peace, you know? So for the first half of the week, that's about how it's going down, yeah. So if you get this, you know, let me know how that went down. Whether it's a medical procedure or a relationship purge, a career boundary, you know the specific days. But you're going to get through that heavy lifting on Monday. You're going to hold your ground on Tuesday. You're going to let the old clear out by Wednesday. So take your time with this. And whenever you're ready to come back to this later, I will be here ready to pull the next card to see what's sitting here waiting for you on the other side of Wednesday's reset. So now, before we end the video, do take a moment to tap the like button if this resonated with you in your spirit. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I appreciate your view.